Good morning. Welcome to Sunrise Small Talk episode number 76. Happy Friday. Today's episode, I'm going to answer 3 questions that may or may not be on your mind, and then also just share a little tidbit trivia for you. So the questions are relating to markets, investments, things that we're seeing a lot of clickbait on lately, and maybe some cause for concern, maybe not. So here we go. Let's dive into the 3 questions. Three questions that are on folks' mind. Question number 1. Government shutdowns, how long will they last? How do they affect markets? What sectors of the market maybe do better or worse during a government shutdown? That's question number 1. Question number 2 came out last week, new tariff threats. So little China-Trump battle version 2.0 of 2025. What do we think about that? What does the investment committee think about that? What are the projections? What do we do? Should we be fearful? Should we just let this one ride out and see what happens? Question number 3, probably not as common of a question, but a lot of clickbait out there. So I think it's important to address this. Is AI in a bubble? Are we going to have an AI bubble burst? Carson's AI portfolio, which majority of you probably have some exposure to in one way, one form or another. As of the recording of this video, it's up 34% year to date. Is that a bubble? Should we pull out? Are those stocks going to collapse? I tell you what, I used AI chat GPT the other day, and it is incredible. I have this old spreadsheet, and I've got quite a bit of experience not only building spreadsheets, but reading them, putting in formulas, editing them, and I love doing it, so I'm kind of passionate about Excel spreadsheets. I have this one spreadsheet that's got this old built-in formula that I didn't create, and I have been needing to update this spreadsheet for a few years, and I just don't know how to do it. No one knows how to do it. Looked at hiring some temp work on Upwork.com, and no one could seem to figure out how to do it. So I dropped that into ChatGPT, and I asked ChatGPT to fix the cells that I wanted fixed. It came back with the corrections in the spreadsheet and said, do you want to download this or do you want me to tell you how to do it? And I like to learn. So I said, why don't you tell me how to do it? So it gave me all the steps, and it was incredible. So not only did it spit back an Excel spreadsheet with all the corrections and changes I wanted to see, but it also showed me how to do them. So the stuff's incredible. Obviously, I think it could be kind of dangerous. However, when used for practical everyday life, I love using ChatGPT. So those are the 3 questions, and I'm not going to answer them because number 1, I don't want this video to be 25 minutes long. But number 2, I think it would be better off answering these questions. It'd be better to have some folks who are much smarter than me answer the questions. So we're going to drop links in the email. So link number 1 is going to be to Carson's Facts vs. Feelings Take 5. And that link is going to talk about the government shutdown. Link number 2 is going to be more information with some charts that I like to use from ycharts.com. And that's just, if you really want to dive in, you can look at different charts and patterns over time for when the government has shut down in the past. Link number 2 is going to be to an article. The article is going to talk a little bit more about the market and the tariffs and what we are expecting, thinking, concerned about, maybe not so concerned about there. And then lastly, I am going to talk, we're going to drop another link in there, Facts vs. Feelings Take 5. That's a video. Those are videos. Facts vs. Feelings Takes 5. Those are videos that are done by Sonu and Ryan, studs over on the Carson Investment Committee, and that will talk about the AI video. And then also, while we're on that topic, I just want to share something. If you haven't heard of the Mag 7, the Mag 7 is Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, Google, Microsoft, Tesla. I believe I named them all there. The Mag 7, those 7 stocks make up a large portion of the S&P 500. So they don't each make up 1/500th of the S&P 500. They make up a large portion based on just how massive those companies are. If you look at the performance of the S&P 500, this is kind of a crazy stat, and I've talked about this in previous videos, but the percentage of the gain that those 7 stocks contribute to the gain so far this year in the S&P 500 is, I believe it's over 50%. So simple terms, let's say the S&P 500 is up 10%, which it's not, but let's say it is, it's up more than that. But let's just say it's up 10%. If you pull those 7 stocks out, it would only be up, I believe, 4.6%, just under 50%. So pretty wild. I'm going to link another article in the email as well. So you're getting a ton of resources to dive into, and some videos to watch, some things to read, some charts to look at, and I'll drop this little article from First Trust if you want to read more about the Mag 7. And I named Y charts, First Trust. Well, there's another one that I named in there. I don't remember who it was. I don't get paid for any of those. Maybe I'm apparently not a very good influencer because I haven't worked out any contracts or deals where they pay me to mention them or even give me some free swag or anything like that. So I need to work on my influencer skills. But there you go. Great resources. Hope you have a great Friday, and we'll talk to you soon.